Alright, what's up, guys? So, I saw this tweet and I'm like, man, it's not so this isn't the person that like sold the 13-year-old daughter's tickets. They were just I think what they were doing was like they seen that people were doing that, and or it might have just been one person, I don't know, but the person that made this tweet wasn't the one. So I feel like some people would just read this, see the first few words, think of this person, and they feel like they need to go spread hate. So I just, because I know I've done that, I've read tweets and then think of this one thing and then it's a completely different thing. So like, yeah, just make sure you read the whole tweet. But no, it wasn't. They seen some other people do it. And yeah, and for those that I guess can't read the tweet, so the person tweets out, selling your 13-year-old daughter's era tour tickets because Taylor Swift, I think they meant to say Taylor Swift's era tour tickets, because I was like, wait a minute, daughter's era tour tickets. I'm like, what does the daughter's era got to do? They're like, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, tweets will throw you off at times. But anyways, because Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala Harris has to be one of the most insane things I've ever seen a parent do. So yes, there are parents out there selling their all right, so actually, you know what, no, let me rewind. So Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, they had a debate. Trump pretty much failed that debate. I was like, that is just a senile old man asking for help. All right, but anyways, after the debate, Taylor Swift had announced that she was going to be endorsing in Kamala Harris. And yeah, I guess a lot of people didn't like the fact that she did that, because there are some Trump supporters out there that are Taylor Swift fans. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's something where there are artists that I listen to where me and them might have different views on stuff, like Playboi Carti, for an example. I have never sat down and listened to, and even with his latest song, like I guess like just overall, like just using him as an example, but yeah, that man, he be coming out with some demonic music, and I try to avoid that music and listen to the music where he ain't really talking about that stuff, because I'm like, bro, what's the reason? Like, even because he just recently came out with a new song, and it's like the beginning verse or like part of the song, he's like talking about upside down crosses and things, and I'm like, what is the reason? Like, I'm what I'm trying to figure out is like, is that the environment that he grew up in? Because if so, I'm like, fam, that environment, like, go out over there. But if it's like an environment that he got sucked into, I'm like, Playboi Carti, that is not the route. I'm like, that is not the route. But that's the thing that I gotta remember, though. He is a grown man, all right? He is entitled to do whatever he wants to do in life. I have no say so in what this man does with his life. So I can't say anything to him about upside down crosses or rapping about that, demonic stuff or any of that. All I gotta do is just pretty much, the only thing that I can do is avoid listening to that music, or just stop listening to his music altogether. But that's the thing, though, where it's like, I'm not, like, let's say for an example, and I know people will probably be all like, okay, well, what would you do if you had kids and they wanted to go see that? I guess, like, I don't know, because I feel like in this particular situation, you can't, I feel like politics and religion, you can't really compare the two. Like, I know, like, at times, like, people might want to use them in the same category, but I'm like, I feel like politics and religion is two different things. And I know I wouldn't want my kid walking around here. And that's the thing, it ain't like Taylor Swift is singing about Kamala Harris. She just said she's endorsed. I'm pretty sure Taylor Swift ain't got one Kamala Harris song out there. Rather than with Playboi Carti, I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to have it where my kid goes to school. The thing is this, you could go to school wearing a Taylor Swift shirt. You can't go to school wearing an upside down cross shirt, so I guess I'm just more so trying to look for my kid's future. And I feel like, yeah, if me and then my kid got different political views, like, and I know people will probably ask that question, like, how would you feel if your kid supported Trump? I'm like, hey, that's on them. If you see something in Trump that I don't, then I'm like, that's on you. But I'm not going to, if you're asking overall me to support Trump, that's not going to happen. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's all like, fam, your kid should be allowed or entitled to have, and I mean, yeah, they are 13 years old. I know they're not going to have that much of a political say so, but still, it's like, how, my thing is this, eventually they are going to get older, and then, yeah, let's say for an example, there's a president, there's two president candidates that's like a, at that, I guess at that point in time when your 13-year-old kid is older, and there's like another Kamala Harris and another Trump in office, And like, so what? Like, you go and you vote for the Trump like person, but then you go like, what? You're gonna disown your kid because they want to vote for the opposite person? It's stuff like that where it's all like, fam, you're disowning your kid for the wrong reasons. Yeah, if they go out and do something crazy, then okay. If they're wanting to have a political view, they are allowed to have a political view on some stuff. But it's like, fam, having it where your kid's gonna look at you differently now because they, and I'm saying like them Taylor Swift tickets, like how much is a Taylor Swift ticket, by the way, because I remember I feel like they were a lot at one point in time. Tickets, let's just see. Okay, so she got a show October 18th in Miami. And yeah, let's just see what Ticketmaster, what they got going on. They're the official sellers for these tickets. They can't be that much. No, they can't. Sorry, tickets are currently unavailable. Dang. All right. Well, I mean, they don't have like a thing where it just lets you know like how much the tickets are going for though. Like you can't just like look at. Dang, they really don't. Dang, it's like they sold out everywhere. Let's see if like the last December 8th. And this is like a completely different, dang, this like, you can't even buy no Taylor Swift tickets right now. But that's still insane though, to be selling your 13-year-old kids Taylor Swift tickets. And they probably like done told everybody they done got already. And it's like, that's something where I don't think I could explain that to my kid. And it's like, and that's something where I'm like, yeah, I guess like if you want to explain politics to them. But at the same time, that is something that you should end it off. And I feel like that a lot of these parents, they're all like, nah, this is a Trump house. You're going to support Trump. You're going to like it. And I'm like, fam, all that's just going to do is just have it where your kid don't want nothing to do with you. But that is one thing that I will like tell my kids, like, as they get older and they want to learn about politics. I'm like, yeah, you can have like your political view on whatever you want to have your political view on. There are going to be some people that's going to be doing crazy things, bad things, good things, but at the end of the day, it's all like, it's really up to you on, who you want to be in office and stuff. But I must warn you, there might be at times where it's all like, you vote for somebody, they get in office, and then they don't do the right job. They don't do the, because I'm saying like I have talked to Trump supporters. I'll never forget, it was this one lady. I think I was like out buying sneakers or something. But anyways, I remember I was at the bus stop, and the lady, she comes like, she just like, sat down next to me and stuff. And yeah, she just randomly striked up a conversation, but then out of nowhere, she just got to talking about politics. And I was like, okay, I mean, I guess, but anyway, she told me how like she used to be for Trump, and out of nowhere, all that support, all that stuff, it just dropped. I can't remember the exact details. I think it was about like just how much he has made through like, country divided and stuff. I think she did say something along those lines. I can't really remember. I'm just gonna say allegedly, not allegedly, but I think that's what she said. But don't like quote me on it. Don't like take my word for it and stuff. But I just remember she was saying like she overall didn't support Trump no more. And it's just one of those things where it's like I see tweets like this and then I hear stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, at times it's like, Trump and his like diehard supporters, they could be very toxic. And I'm like seeing stuff like this where it's like you're ruining here it is, your 13-year-old daughter. Like she was probably telling her friends about this. She was telling her teachers about this. She was all hype and excited for this. And she's like, oh, I cannot wait to go to this Taylor Swift concert. Like this is the one person, this might be the one and only chance, because we really don't know what the future be holding for a lot of people. And that to me, that would just be really messed up, where it's like, I don't want to put that out in existence, but it's like something happens to this 13-year-old girl to where she might never ever get a chance to see Taylor Swift again. I wouldn't want to do that to my kid. I'm like, I could care less on like who my like the person is. I'm like, I want my kid to have a childhood. I want my kid to feel happy. So it's like, yeah, if I'm my thing is this, if I'm a Trump supporter, and that's what I'm saying, I'm like, you just got some toxic supporters out there. But if I'm a Trump supporter and yeah, I'm like, Taylor Swift, she endorses in Kamala Harris. I'm like, well, that's on her. She wants to endorse in her. And I'm like, hey, that's 100% on her and things. But I don't feel that ruining my kids, childhood, or ruining a portion of my kids' childhood. How is that going to help me? Like, honestly, though. And then it's like you go out on social media and then you talk about that stuff. And it's like, fam, you're just proving furthermore that Trump and his supporters are toxic. You're not really helping nobody when doing stuff like that, when posting that stuff on public or in public. So it's like, yeah, that's something where I'm all like, to whoever that 13-year-old kid is, I guess like just wait until you get older so you can move out so you don't have to be in no toxic environment. But it's like, it's one of those things where it's like talking to the parent, you're giving your kid more of a reason, because I feel like kids like to have like a rebellious, like phase in their life, and then when they see somebody like, oh, my parents don't like Kamala Harris, well, let me see what Kamala Harris is all about, then they actually grow a liking towards that person. And it's like, you're only the only person that's gonna be hurt at the end of this are the Trump supporters. All right, so anyways, but yeah, I just think that's stupid. It's like you're, ruining a portion of your kid's life because they want to go see Taylor Swift, and it's all like, you're like, that bond, that bond between Taylor Swift and that 13-year-old girl ain't got nothing to do with Kamala Harris. It's like that girl's just there to see Taylor Swift. She ain't there to see no Kamala Harris. I'm like, my thing is this: whoever that 13-year-old girl is, let's see if she has any Kamala Harris songs on her iPod, iPhone, Samsung Galaxy, whichever. I highly doubt she will have any Kamala Harris songs on her phone. She will most likely have a Taylor Swift song before she has. I would say that if she wants to go see Taylor Swift in concert, do you really think she's there for Kamala Harris? No. 13-year-old girl probably don't even know who Kamala Harris is. So, yeah, I just think I think that's silly. It's just, it's some silly people out there. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.